Alien Romulus, a movie I despise after watching it last night, but I'm not here to review the movie as it's already been done by so many reviewers out there. But I'm going to review the 4K UHD release. Now, this movie was shot in 4.6K and has a 4K DI. Its runtime is 119 minutes. It has a sound mix of Dolby Atmos. It still has an IMAX mix as well, but that's for the IMAX theaters. The aspect ratio is 239 by 1, and that's what I saw it in. But if you watch it in cinema, there is an IMAX aspect ratio version, which is 190 by 1. This movie is quite nice in terms of its visuals. Now, let me get over the the picture quality because what you will get with this film is that it has a old school look to its filming. It doesn't look too digital in terms of its production, and I saw it from the get-go for this film. It had that I wouldn't say film grain, but it almost looked like it was shot without the digital cameras that they're using these days for so many productions in Hollywood, and you'll get that vibe with this film. Now, CGIs come out well enough, but they're not that great in terms of being perfect. The CGI is quite good, but not that perfect. I would have preferred something more realistic and much more there in your face. But it's fine. It is really good. Now, considering the budget, I can understand why some of the CGI might not be the best that I've seen. It's quite nice. Now, what I will say is that shadow detail here is fantastic because if you're watching this movie on an OLED display, you're gonna get incredible contrast. In fact, if you want to test out your display, I'm not saying this is a demo worthy picture, but it is quite good. You will be able to get some of the very best visuals that you will see this year. The only problem I have is that if you're seeing this in 4K UHD, there will be some imperfections and that you will still see on the screen. It will highlight some rough edges from like the wrinkles, the pores, everything about the actors involved. You will probably see it in this film. It's not going to be hidden. The imperfections is always very much revealed here. It doesn't seem too dark in the dark scenes because it's shot in a spacecraft, so most of the scenes are in a dark spot. It's not always the brightest where you can see all the specular highlights. It's not always there. But then again, the main winning thing for this movie is the sound quality because the sound, it has a Dolby Atmos mix, and I will say the mix was fantastic. I actually like the sound way better than the visuals. The bass was so powerful, and it will rumble your subwoofer. You will feel it. It is quite. It's quite, I would say bombastic to an extent, considering the fact that it really shakes everywhere. You'll feel like the walls are crashing, especially when the spaceship is moving in space. There is this vibration that happens whenever the spaceship is moving in space. It's very low, deep rumble. If your subwoofers cannot handle that incredible low frequency, you will not be able to enjoy those scenes perfectly. In fact, your subwoofers could distort and fall apart in many respects. But this film was made well enough for demo, for demo. Basically, if you want to demo your TV or demo your sound system, this movie will do it well for you. In terms of sound visuals, it's neither here nor there because I've seen better visuals, but then again, I can understand what the director is looking to achieve with this film. He still wants to have that old school vibe. Remember, this movie was shot in between the first Aliens film and the second Aliens film. It's a story that is in between the first and the second. In fact, they even alluded to it in the film where they said the survivor, the lady that survived in the first film, they are trying to figure out what happened in within that time frame, basically. So literally the movie is shot well enough, but for me the sound is what takes the win here. Now, in terms of grade, I will say the visuals for me, I will give it a 7 out of 10. It's not perfect. It is not the best that I've seen, but it's good enough for the most part. Now, as for audio, I will give the audio an 8.5 out of 10. I actually love the audio mix. The audio mix was fantastic, bombastic, and so immersive, and you can feel things swirling around you with incredible detail. So that's my review of the UHD release of Alien Romulus. If you enjoyed this content, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys very much next time.